Yo guys, what is up? Welcome back to some more 0 Hour. Not any old games today. We've got some very, very high level games. The grand finals of Lucifer Arises. $400 prize money. Best of 13 between two amazing players. We've got Google in the north playing under the name Nightingale. And he is in the cyan, Gilet Vanilla. And in the south, we've got Big Size in the red, Gilet Vanilla. This map is called Summer Arena. And both players' GLA mirrors are very, very good. Google, as I've heard him say before, likes to be very, very aggressive with his GLA. Doesn't like the game to go late, so I'm expecting probably a Terror Tech from him. But Size's GLA is just like really, really solid gameplay. And then he will like to expand up to a second arms dealer and really just spam loads of tier 1 units and take over the entire map. Size has had his tunnel denied here. Google's terrorist has denied the tunnel, and that's going to be probably a terror attack, just like I was expecting. And we've got a worker on the right side for Google as well. Yes, it's best of 13, so it's going to be the first to win 7 games. Really interested in these games. Never seen them before. They only happened literally about an hour ago, or started about an hour ago. They probably haven't even finished yet, but I am going to be watching them all as they happen and uploading as fast as possible for you guys to see. For some reason, they excluded me from live streaming the grand finals, so I don't know why that happened. So here I am, casting the replays instead. All the work has gone down for Nightingale, or Google rather, on that right side, and his worker here going down as well. Size is going to run over. I thought he was going to run over a few more there. Google's now going to be allowed to get that scrap. We've got a second technical coming in, but this one's already pretty damaged. Google coming in this right-hand side. It's going to take a little bit of damage, though. Quite a bit of damage, actually, is very, very low. Size now just needs to just tap that, and that's going down. And the RPGs inside of it, they're all going to go down. This one's also vetted up as well. Size's GLA mirror is just really, really good. But yeah, I'm expecting more and more aggression from Google. There is something coming through now. This just looks like an empty technical. Size is taking over some map control. He's got a good, strong presence on this left-hand side. And a tunnel on the right side as well. A couple of workers going to go down. Actually, only one worker. Really well done by Size. And Google is now coming forward with his technicals. There's going to be probably a load of workers there going down. And Size is in the base of Google and unloaded a massive terror attack. He's also floating 2.6k. Google's war factory going down, but also Size's war factory going down. So losses on both sides, but probably Google is at a disadvantage because he's got less technicals to deal with this. All his workers going down. All of these workers can easily go down as well. And then Google's on 2,600. Size is on 5.3k. He's got more technicals back in his base. So Size, as usual, his GLA is just looking absolutely amazing. Really, really well done. I don't see any way that Google can win this, to be honest with you. Arms dealer going down. Technicals for Google coming in now. Size needs to be careful here, because Google with the correct micro can take out some of those technicals, but Size's GLA, as usual, just looking really, really on fire. Google's sending a technical through to stop the workers. There's a scaffold been denied there. Google losing all of his workers. Size is just on another planet, another level, as usual. Google literally has no workers on the map now, I think. Apart from that really injured one there. Technical has killed a few of Size's units. Size only on $375. Google has now made a Scorpion to try and chase these away. But I think Google has just lost way, way too much. You can't play against Size in this kind of situation when he's already an arms dealer and a supply up on you. Well, actually not an arms dealer, just his whole supply up. But Google's only just rebuilding his workers now, only $188. And the Nightingale has been defeated. Google has been defeated. Well played by Size. I was not expecting a super quick aggression from Size like that. Just as usual, just on fire. I have no other words. Google is obviously a really top player, really good GLA mirror. Usually he's the aggressive one, but Size had the technicals in Google's base before Google can even move out. So yeah, well played to Size, 1-0. Okay, so we're now on for game 2. We are now on Gorge Drought. They've changed maps, and we've got Google in the south with the China Tank and the Cyan, and in the north we've got Big Size with USA Vanilla in the red. This is going to be an interesting game. I expect Size to play nice and defensive. Probably going to have one fire base here. He sometimes likes to do a fire base over here and then kind of fight through the middle. But Tank has got a massive advantage on this map in that if he sends a GAT all the way down this right hand side and gets tucked nicely behind there, it's really bad news for Size's Chinooks. So let's see if Size is going to be able to defend against that successfully. We've got a barracks coming down and a war factory, very standard. I'm expecting 2 supplies and 2 war factories from Google. Double war factory is dropped down. Very standard. Looks like perfect supply placement on both. Maybe that one is a little bit close, but it actually looks pretty perfect. Really nice supply placement. Size obviously going to be making Vs and missile defenders. Very standard linear style game where you can really only do one thing. Size is saving 1,000 now for a fire base, and he's building a fire base on that right hand side. Those are for Google, going to go forward and waiting to build a supply there. I'll be his third supply. Dozer is pushing forward for Size, and that's clearly just to spot out any GATs that might be coming, but the GATs are actually coming through the middle for Google. Size has quite rightly got a Crusader there, and Size has very nicely stopped the GAT push down the right hand side with the firebase. As usual, it's just picture perfect from Size. There's literally no way Google can push down that right hand side. GAT and an outpost are coming in, and this Crusader is going to be pushed back for the time being. But as soon as USA starts to lock off the sides, it becomes very difficult for the China Tank. Size doing a real good job at clearing this out. Crusader needs to heal, but all of Google's units have gone down. There's nothing for Size that has gone down at all. Google's now on a third supply, so Google's play is looking very good. It's just Size's play is even better. 2 GATs going to push forward now. That missile defender is probably going to get picked off, and I don't think Size has spotted this. He's now spotted it. He's going to laser lock and get 2 shots off. Strategy center going down for Size in the corner. Needs to be careful about that V. It's going to go down. Laser lock coming in, and the GATs do go down, but he has lost. Yes, GATs and Vs going down on both sides. Yeah, Size doing a real nice job at holding on for the time being. He kind of wants to just hold out until he gets enough Crusaders and enough Vs so he can take on the next wave, which the next wave will be ECMs, GATs, and maybe even Emperor Overlords. Might be lucky enough to see some Emperor Overlords. Size doing a real good job at pushing down the left-hand side, taking out the any GATs that were there. Crusaders just kind of hold in the middle.
Search and destroy.
Strategy center means that these Vs will now be even stronger against the oncoming attack from Google. I'm expecting the ToW missile upgrade. He's got 2,400. Barracks being dropped down next to the oil in the refinery. Size's gameplay is just amazing. Like the decisions, and he's not even spending all of his money yet. His gameplay is just completely solid. No gas have got through at all. Crusader's taking a little bit of damage, but tank is being pushed right back. Lotus is getting an oil and the refinery, but Size is also getting his oil and his refinery. This is what I love about this map, because when that refinery comes in, that means you're going to see even more vehicles on the map than a usual map. Plus, there's the third supply as well. One advantage that Google does have is that he can get his third supply nice and safely, whereas Size can't really get that supply, because a GAT can just go like here and take out the Chinooks very, very quick. This Emperor Overlord is actually locked onto the V, so Google can actually, even though he can't, he can see because he's got these garrison buildings. Needs to be careful he doesn't lose that V. Just going to try and get inside of that building over there. Size has got loads of Crusaders now. It's got 4 Crusaders plus a mixture of missile defenders as well. Those missile defenders need to go back because some of them are going to get picked off if he's not careful. Crusaders moving into position now. We've got a fire base going down as well. Missile defenders are coming in and going to laser lock this. I think this is a bad engagement for Size. Oh, actually, the Emperor Overlord, if that gets picked off, yeah, the Emperor Overlord, once that's picked off. That's the thing about Size. He knows when to engage. He knows when the perfect engagement is, and that was a perfect opportunity to get the Emperor Overlord. Even I didn't think that. I personally would have gone back, but Size saw the opportunity and went for it. Really, really nice. A Size on 2,900. Personally, I would be dropping down more fire bases, but Size is choosing to make Tomahawks instead.
Let's go for it here. No obstacles.
Laser Lord comes in, and we've got Colonel Burton as well. These guys taking immense damage from these missile defenders that have been split up everywhere. It's an absolutely epic battle. Google is forced to kind of push forward, but he loses a ton of GATs there. And the Tomahawks are raining down some damage. So many missile defenders, so many laser locks, and Google just GG's. Absolutely epic from Size. I do not know how he does it, especially with like the Tomahawks. When he pulls out the Tomahawks, it's just who makes Tomahawks? Very rarely do you see Tomahawks, but Size's gameplay is just next level. Really, really well played. GG 2-0, and on to the next game. So on with game 3, we've got Google in the north of Gorge Drought with the reverse armies of before. We've got USA Vanilla. Remember, it's 2-0, first to win 7 games. 2-0 to Size, which is in the south on this map. He is trying to tank in the red at this time. So throughout this tournament, it's not random versus random. It's actually certain matchups that you can pick, certain maps that you can pick. It's like one person chooses the matchup, one person chooses the map. So yeah, it's not random versus random. So you're more likely to see better and closer games throughout the whole of this. So let's see how Size's tank is going to hold up against Google's USA this time. I'm waiting for the Chinook there. I thought that was a little bit late, but it doesn't look late. Let's see how Google handles it. It's most interesting to me to see how players handle the GAT getting in this right-hand side, because as soon as the GAT gets there, it absolutely screws you over. So it looks like he's going to go for a similar style. He's dropping down a fire base as well. He's not made a V first, though. He's dropping down the fire base first, I think, and skipped any units. I think the fire base is the best idea, because if you let a GAT get behind there, like I say, it just completely screws you over. So first few units are coming out now. Size, where is he going to go? Size going to push forward with 2 GATs. 1 GAT's going to go down the right-hand side. Size's tank also is next level, so expect some amazing gameplay from tank here. We've got 2 perfect supply placements. A little bit of dancing back and forth here. Crusader is going to come out as well. Google's build order is very, very similar to what Size did. There's no missile defenders in here, though. That's the only difference. But the missile defenders are here, and Google's successfully going to defend that. I personally would have dropped off some missile defenders there, but Size is going to get a gap in the supply line of Google. Google has not spotted this, and once that is in the back of the base, that's going to be devastating. We've got 4 GATs now going to engage the fire base, and Google is under massive pressure. You can see the stark difference in levels of gameplay here. Size is just on another planet compared to other players. The fire base there goes down so quick. There's a GAT going to get back in the supply line. Google's done a good job at handling that in the top left, but now he's got to deal with this, and behind it there's a supply and a barracks and a bunker being dropped down. No propaganda center just yet. These GATs are no doubt dead. Might pick off one more V if he's not careful. Ooh, very close. But Google is on 1 supply this whole time. Notice how in the last game, Google's not even spotted it until just now. And also there's a outpost going in there as well. If the outpost had got to there, that would have been probably GG just based on that. 3 GATs coming down the left-hand side for Size. Propaganda center going down. It's just absolutely flawless from Size. Look at the 2 perfect supply placements. 3rd supply, bunker, barracks. Took out that fire base with ease. Whereas the defense from Google was just not as perfect as Size had when he was the USA himself. GATs are really good at taking out fire bases. Now the GAT's going to get tucked in the back. It's going to delay Google from collecting even longer. There's GATs on this left side. They're not numbered. I'd like to see how Size plays sometimes. He's not numbered any of them, so he's literally just scrolling backwards and forwards. It's interesting that he doesn't number his stuff. These GATs are going to go down, but the main thing he's doing is just delaying Google from collecting anymore. Another wave of GATs coming now. Huge wave this time. 4 and a 5th behind. Google's also losing map control on this right side because there's a bunker being deployed from Size. Google has spotted it with the drones. Is Size going to build a supply there? That's the question for me. ECM is not able to do anything at the moment because it is disabling this, so the rockets won't be deflected. Crusader goes down there. No strategy center from Google, but it's because he doesn't have enough money because he's been on 1 supply for a hell of a long time. 1V getting picked off, and Google is, I'm afraid, being torn apart very slowly. Supply being dropped down from Size, so he's on now 4 supplies. More GATs coming in. He's only on 725, so he's in try-hard mode. He's not floating like in recent replays of his that I've been watching, where he's been floating like up to 10k. So Size is playing real good 0 hour. Probably the highest level 0 hour you've probably ever seen and will ever see. Tank Hunters for Size. These have been single filed 1 by 1, and that's not the greatest. Crusaders pushing forward along with the Vs, and this is a pretty strong push. No ECMs in the mix for Size. It's just pure GATs at the moment. Oil capture is now coming in, and the refinery capture. Oil capture is already done. Google is being pushed back for the time being. Size is taking some amazing map control here. It's full of 5 rockets as well. It's absolutely insane. Google just does not have an answer, I'm afraid. There's an outpost somewhere there, somehow back there, and just GG. That ending screen came really quick, but Google just getting completely outplayed. It's amazing how Google is such a high-level player, but Size just has a completely different kind of universe for skill level. Absolutely amazing from Size. Picture perfect. Amazing. 3-0. Okay, so we've got 3-0 for Big Size. We are now on a winter map. We've got Cold Territory, and we've got Nightingale, aka Google, in the south with the Cyan Air Force General. And in the north, we've got Big Size with the GLA Stealth in the red. I'm hoping this game goes a little bit closer than the other ones. It may have looked a bit close in some of the previous matches, but to me, it didn't look that close. Google lost, Size lost very few units in all the games so far. So let's see how Google's going to do. He's doing a typical build order that he does. He'll do 3 dozers and then 2 airfields, Comanches. That's what he's going to be doing here. He's going to be using this first dozer to scout and also run over a few workers. It's a very nice path. Oh, he's not doing the airfields. I thought he was going to do 2 airfields. Actually going for a war factory. I've seen Google often do the 2 airfields, but he's choosing to go for a war factory instead. Where's that dozer gone though? The dozer's gone to the right side, so he knows the right side is clear. There is a worker there coming now. And there's a dozer on this left side as well. Dozer back in the base. First V is out. Oh, unlucky for Google. There is a worker right there. Size is running around with this worker frantically trying to escape the dozer crush, but dozer crush does come in. We've got our first quad and RPGs out. I think he was expecting there to be Comanches, which is what I was expecting, to be honest with you, but it's actually the he's making the wrong units because Google has gone for Vs. Size will realize that now. He's trying to take out this worker before it finishes the tunnel, but he might lose a V. Oh, that V is very, very close. It is going to go down. That was extremely unlucky for Google. He did hang around a little bit too long. Maybe the judgment was off just a little bit. Size has got now plenty of quads out. He's got a good map presence on the left. In the middle, he's dropping down another tunnel. Another tunnel. On the right side, he's dropping down a tunnel as well. V is going to go over there and deny that worker. See, I think Air Force has got the army advantage. He wants to generally be getting up to like 3 or 4 Vs with the missile upgrade, get the ambulance, and then he wants to kind of push forward. Size is now coming in with 4 quads, 5 quads even. Lost 1 quad to the Vs. You're gonna lose quads to Vs all day if they're fully loaded. I'd like to see Google get inside of that bunker, as well as maybe put a couple of missile defenders inside of there. And then at some point, really, he wants to be pushing out. He wants to be pushing out like kind of over here, where he knows there is not a tunnel for the time being. I think he's making too many Vs, and he needs an ambulance in the mix, and then to push out. Google is now choosing to push out. He's got 4 Vs with quite a few missile defenders inside of there. Size is once again doing very, very well to hold on against these Vs. What is inside of that? It's empty. Nice job with the RPGs taking out 1 V. This V push from Google is getting pushed back. We've got a 3rd supply already up now for Size on the left hand side. Google has done 2 fire bases on the left now, so no chance of Size pushing in anytime soon. Although if a tech RPG gets inside of there, might not go so great for him. Size is coming in with something. Terrorists. And he is going to take out the fire base. That will allow this push to come down the left-hand side, and Google's going to have to defend this. He has got the missile upgrade now. He's got flashbangs out as well. He's got a fire base on the right, so you can only imagine he's going to make a 3rd supply. Size once again just looking, he's never under any kind of threat or anything. He's just looking so solid. Such a hard player to beat. Like, usually you can't make quads work against Vs because the Vs are just better than quads, end of story. But Size always finds a way to make these things work. That's the tunnel needs cancelling. Don't know why he's leaving it on 1 HP. It's got 4,300. I think he's more concentrating over here. Tunnel has been beaconed. 1V picked off. Google is desperately trying to push through. Another tunnel has been established. The one that survived on 1 HP, Size knew it could be finished. I personally would have cancelled it and started rebuilding it a bit further back, but what can I say? Size with the sneaky worker. It did actually get through, but then killed by the 5-ace. Another 5-ace there. Google really needs to stop them RPGs getting inside of that bunker. I think he's going to stop them. Big push on this left-hand side, though, with the quads, and Google now has to make a decision. Does he want to attack, or does he want to go back and defend this? He is going to go back and defend it. The map vision of Google is very, very nice. The Size's map vision is very, very nice as well, though. Search and Destroy is now out, so these quads will have a hard time against the Vs. Google is capitalizing on the fact, though, that these Vs are going to be able to wreck the quads. We've got buggies in the mix now as well, RPGs as well. One of the Vs is going extremely low on 1 HP. And Google is under immense pressure. He's 3-0 down. It's first to 7, as I said before. Carpet comes in from Google from a weird angle because his strategy center is on the right side somewhere. But all the Size's tunnels now have been taken out. Size now has the decision. Does he want to come and back up these tunnels, which he is going to do. Google needs to kill these tunnels while he can. It's 800 per tunnel, remember. The Vs are a little bit too far forward. 1V is going to get picked off. Really, really nice from Size, but he did lose 2 buggies in the process. He's got 3,200. Google on 3k. One more buggy is going to get picked off, I think. As soon as that buggy fires, it is going to hit the weak one. Really, really nice. Spectre gunship is coming in. He's going to hit the market, I would imagine. I've got worker shoes already been built for Size, so his money is really, really good at the moment. A really strong income. There's 2 oils on this map that are both half dead. Another V going to get picked off. We've got a Jarman inside of there as well, which is really annoying for Google. All of his missile defenders are getting picked off. And Size, once again, is just looking absolutely unstoppable. Supply drop zone going down for Google. He's got $25 in the bank. He has now got 3 supplies, but as has Size. And Size has been collecting from this area for much longer. He also has the workers' shoes, whereas I don't think Google has the...
Unit lost.
But he does have supply lines upgrade. Oh, another V almost getting picked off. Maybe Size in the start of this, because he's made quads throughout the whole thing. Maybe in the start of it he expected either a combat Chinook, or it could have been the Comanches as well, but maybe it was a combat Chinook he was expecting. Kind of all-in strategy. Maybe Google didn't. Maybe he thought Google can't beat him unless he does something all-in like that. Size is going to push back Google for the time being. More and more black markets. Oil capture now for Size at the perfect time, just when he's got it nice and secure. Absolutely perfect. Google's going to use the Chinooks really smartly to defend against the buggies. Really nice. He's going to clear out this for the time being. The worker is trying to heal the oil, but the oil is now back kind of in Google's control. Chinooks for Google needs to move them out of the way. Buggy has gone down, but Firebase. Wow, I didn't think the Rebel was going to die there. Firebase goes down. We've still got a Spectre gunship. We've got a drone in the middle, so you can see a good vision. Besides, he's trying to establish a tunnel on the left while he's pushing on the right. Perfect carpet, absolutely amazing. Completely decimates Size's army. Luckily, Colonel Burton. Oh, sorry, it's Google's Colonel Burton, isn't it? I was going to say, luckily, Colonel Burton didn't die for Size, but actually, it's Size's super unit, isn't it? Gillet can only make Shaman. Size is now mined out on the left-hand side. Size got 1,000. It's collecting only with 2 workers there, but there's only a few supplies left anyway. The strategy center is under fire, as is the supply. Google's desperately trying to defend it, and Size has lost a load of quads there. He's on 4,400, 3,800 for Google. Two supply drop zones for Size, but sorry for Google. Does have a quite a large army as well. Be interesting to see if Google's going to be able to win this one. Ever since that carpet that completely destroyed all of Size's army, it's not looking so bad for Google now. And with the 2 supply drop zones and their supply line upgrade, he's still got some supplies left here. He's got a relatively decent hold there. I mean, these tunnels aren't that far forward, and the Rebel ambush for Size is going to be just doing a little bit of scouting. The Google's going to send the V's back pretty much straight away to defend against this. These Rebels here are looking like they were going to escape. This Rebel is going to escape, but the strategy center is in that direction. So the strategy center, as everyone knows, can detect stealth. Got a massive engagement here from Size again, and once again a massive army. The amount of quads in the mix. If you're wondering what a decent composition is, Size obviously prefers more quads than buggies. 2 V's going down. Probably a third one going to go down when these buggies shoot now. But then all the buggies are going to go down. Oh, another one goes down as well. So that's actually not a bad trade-off. Picked off, I think it was 4 V's in total, but he did lose a hell of a lot of quads and buggies. But as long as he keeps up the market production, and he's also got an extra supply and an extra oil, he can afford those kind of trade-offs. He's cleverly using the point defense lasers of the Chinooks to defend against these buggies. And it's working pretty well so far. I think there's a little bit too many rockets there. One more V does go down. This one is being chased. Spectre gunship is coming in now. A little bit off place. It's going to be shooting the tunnel. And Google is coming in. A fair few buggies are going down now. Yeah, hell of a lot of buggies. All of the buggies have now gone down. Really well played. Nice bit of 0 hour there from Google. This buggy is well out of position. The Size is looking under real pressure at the moment, because Google has actually got a nice little army behind this, as well as the supply drop zones. And he's got the 3rd supply as well. Well, actually, it's his main supply now, because... yeah, I'd like to see this collecting from different piles, though. He can collect from different supply piles. Ranger is coming in for a capture. I don't know why Google took off the pressure just then, because it was actually looking very good. Maybe he just wants to sit back for the time being. That's got to be fuel air bomb. That's going to definitely kill the oil. Size is looking under quite a bit of pressure now. Quite a lot of his units have been killed. He's got 2 buggies and 4 quads now to defend against this. 1 buggy getting picked off. Combat Chinook is coming in as well, and this is really well played from Google. His aggression has been non-stop for the last few minutes. Palace is going to take out a V. Combat Chinook doing a really good job at taking out the buggies, taking out a load of buggies there. And the oiler capture is coming in behind this as well. I believe with the supply lines upgrade, you actually get... Is it 220 you get or 240? 220. Yes, not a lot of people know that, but the supply lines upgrade, you actually get 220 as opposed to $200. Yeah, and you also collect more with the Chinook as well, so it's a good idea to get that upgrade from the strategy center. Google's choosing to engage in the middle for some reason now, after having such good success on the right side. Oil capture is now in for him. Big size only on 1500. Fake market going down. He has got 4 markets already built. He's very long distance mining from the center. The ranger here is going to be killed. Airfield has been dropped down. Strategy center is being dropped down, and we can only imagine that's going to mean the carpet. As soon as that's ready, the carpet should be ready by now, 100%. Yeah, sizes. Google's going to have to go back and repair that. I think... I was going to say that's the only reason he's done it, is for the repair, but looks like he's actually making Comanches. Carpet coming in, and Size is going to have to move that army. 2 quads and a few RPGs. They're unlucky for Size. His units got stuck on the RPGs, and once again, all the Size's army is being wrecked. I don't see a way back from this for Size, because Google is just looking in too much of a strong position now. The rebels are going to be used to kill the pilots. It probably is worth it, to be honest with you, because those pilots can go inside of these Vs and make them very, very strong. The rebels are going to run away. Search and Destroy is now being deployed, so Size didn't know before the Search and Destroy was around. He didn't know the strategy center was on the map, so he wasn't probably anticipating the fast carpet. So the question is Google going to get himself on the scoreboard? So the game is going to slow down a little bit. But this is a very, very nice game. We're approaching the 20th minute now. Oh, the buggies are going to come in again, but the combat Chinook there. This is like a game of chess, because yeah, it's like which units counter which units. The buggies counter the Vs, but the quads counter the Chinooks. And the the combat Chinook counter the buggies, whereas the Vs counter the quads. So it's a nice little bit of chess. We've got 4 Comanches now out for Google. A-10 strike coming in the middle. Size does have this other one here, this other bunker. But yeah, this is looking very, very good for Google. It's got a third supply drop zone now. He's not investing into loads of supply drop zones because he knows how Size plays. Size does not play with a massive amount of black markets. He focuses on units and focuses on the micro rather than investing into the market. So, I mean, why would you spend all your money on supply drop zones? Better to invest it in the units and fight off what Size is going to be doing. So, Size now, looks like he's making a battle bus. He's preparing all of his RPGs. So, there's a battle bus out now. But the Comanche's down the back here. But there is a tunnel right there. So if that bus pops out now, all of them Comanches are going down. Well, 2 Comanches, not all of them. Comanches for Google are now in the back of the base. But I mean, Google is still pushing Size back here. And either way, it's still 1 black market down. When you don't have many black markets, it's all not so bad. Google's Chinook is going down, and this is an extremely close game. 3 buggies and an ambulance are all that's keeping Google in this game, really. He's got 2 Comanches there, but they're not all that great. I personally would have not made the Comanches, I think. Focused on making combat Chinooks. So Comanches now need to be careful. Spectre gunship is going to come in, and this game is really like on edge. One bad bit of V micro, or one bad bit of Comanche micro, and this game could be all over for Google. Google is successfully clearing out the rebels, but Size's money is dwindling. He only has now 3 black markets, so he's just focusing purely on the next few engagements. So going to be what makes the difference. Carpet is going to come in, and that black market is going to take a lot of damage. I don't know if it's going to go down though. I think it started to fire a little bit too early. Fuel air bomb again, another market. But down to the hole though, only 1 market in play at the moment. And Google is doing a real nice job. Pretty much every unit that Size loses now, he's not going to be able to replace, I don't think. Does he? Yeah, he's got to have a sneak attack. No radar van scan. I haven't seen the Tox bomb or sneak attack. Oh, these are stealthed. He's got GPS scramble, but don't tell me he's not killed enough. Or am I being blind? I don't think I've seen the Tox bomb be used. But yeah, I think it's only a matter of time before Size dies on this one. Size did a really good job, but he just doesn't have the money to stay in the game now. And Google is just taking his time about it. More supply drop zones coming in. I think Size is still dangerous. It's like a dog in a corner. You don't want to approach a dog in a corner because it's got nowhere to go. It's going to bite back. That's the way kind of Size is. So dropping down another supply drop zone. If one sneak attack could decimate all of that stuff. So I don't know, would you prefer more units? Or do you think he has enough units out at the moment? Big quad attack down the right side. And Size is kind of abandoning his base and going forward a base trade instead. Chinook here is going to go down. I can only imagine that supply is going to go down as well. But is he just going to go straight into the base? He is going to go straight into the base. The strategy center is here, so that's going to be detected. Black market going down, and Google's going back to defend against this instead. If he just defends this attack, it's GG. A10 could come in, leaflet drop, anything like that could come in. This is a nice attack from Size, killed a lot. Needs to stand and fire at these Comanches, which he is doing now. A lot of Comanches going down, or actually, was it just one? I said a lot, but maybe it's just one. Size just has nothing. GG. Really well played by Google, getting himself on the scoreboard. Really close game. I felt Size played as usual. Really solid perfect gameplay, but just a nice bit of play from Google at the end. But also the support powers for air are just much stronger than what stealth can do. I also didn't see a Tox bomb or sneak attack, which I thought was really a little bit weird. Yeah, I don't know why he didn't do that. Let me know in the comments what you think. Yeah, end of part 1, guys. We've got 4-1. Look out for part 2 very shortly. So GG, and see you in the next one.